What's up, my mates? I think it's time for a little chat. I've been watching. I know you're slacking off. I know that elo, those basic points, the beans, it's all going down in the dumps. It's in the bin. You haven't been grinding. You haven't been putting the effort in. You're not doing your reps. And you better believe I'm here to change that. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Because I know that Oh. What? As America's golden child is Jonathan EliGE Jablonowski. Did you guys see this yesterday?
Another one Grim won't be proud of. JT toppled after his one frag. Nice shot from EliGE. Second kill and 3! Just like that! Everybody top ramp said he feels it! And he nails it!
Tore through him like a piece of paper.
You see that? Watch this. That exact scenario is in Refrag. Now, I was already planning on making a Refrag video after watching EliGE at the Americas RMR, pretty much solo carrying complexity for the most part. But then this happened and I got to rush this video out. I was trying to stay on the major content, but this has just made it a little bit more important. You want to be doing your aim prac, you want to be doing your nade prac, you want to understand some angles and how crossfires work? Well, Refrag really has you covered, as well as the recoil training, which you've just looked at. Refrag.gg is a paid service that allows you to take your game to the next level. It sounds like a plug, but it's because I've been watching EliGE, I've been doing it myself, I've been seeing results with EliGE as a case study, and you even hear him saying it in the bloody player cams after the rounds like that. It's like, Refrag, baby! And they're not wrong. CROSSFIRE, XFIRE, PREFIRE, and Nader. These 4 on their own are more than enough to warrant you having to pay to use this service. But then there's more. There's plenty more where that came from. Now, if you stay tuned towards the end, I might have a couple of free Refrag codes as well for you to try it out yourself. So here we are on the Refrag dashboard, the new tool that you want to be adding into your aim train routine if you already aren't using it. And of course, let's go through exactly what this dashboard has and what you can do with it. Now, of course, you got your elo. There are some ranked modes. I haven't figured out how to do PREFIRE as a ranked mode yet, but maybe someone in the comments can tell me so I can get some bloody elo. But CROSSFIRE elo, not too bad. Pretty happy with top 300 there. To jump on into the modes, you want to be hitting the play now button. It'll bring a big drop down, which I'm covering a little bit of, but the modes are as follows: aimbots, AWP hold, clutch, creator studio, crossfire, defender, nader, PREFIRE, recoil trainer, retake scrim, spray transfer, VPL, waves, warm up, XFIRE, and repeak. And the main ones that I want to be talking about that you should be adding in, at least for your aim and playing around with that, is crossfire, PREFIRE, waves, I heard is really good, but I haven't actually touched it myself, and XFIRE, which is a nice combination of both PREFIRE and crossfire, and then you don't have to worry about losing any elo if you don't play good on the day. So I feel like it's a better warm-up regime. It's not just all about your aim. The other quick tools that are here, if you want to run through it, are this community hub, which has different scenarios that people have uploaded and worked on and put in. So there's extra arenas or situations where people are going to swing. You get different clutch scenarios, defender, repeat, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Like a defender's mode where they'll execute on you. Some are realistic, some aren't that realistic, but they'll throw normal utility that pros would probably throw, and also have bots moving out at specific timings that realistically aren't probably going to happen unless you're playing at a super high level of Counter-Strike, but it's always good to have a play around with. Not just that, but there's also people's individual nader setups with more utility. You're having a look here, there's advanced utility for every single map from different individuals. You know there's going to be different lineups from everyone, but it's great to see that you can jump on in and be shown all of these lineups in the game, and you won't have to rely on legends like Nart to show you the lineups. Or of course, just rocking it old school and loading up a demo to see what the pros are doing. And not just the in-game stuff, there's also the utility hub with videos for each map, and you just click on the thing on the map and it shows you the lineups, all the different stuff over here on the right. They are videos. We just struggled for a moment to load. I apologize. It's Australian internet, you know how it is. For all you competitive individuals as well, there is also leaderboards for elo for different scenarios in Crossfire and PREFIRE, but I still don't know how to do the PREFIRE. Oh, Triplus is up there, bro. That's mad. Is that like Australia Triplus? Is that my boy? He's an admin? Is this like the player? Hang on. Is this the Aussie boy? It is! What a legend. I had no idea. There's also the Academy, so if you haven't seen Pimp Enough on broadcast, you can jump on into different things with him and I think other individuals as well. I think EliGE might be doing some, and then some other pros that are all, you know, endorsees of Refrag. Also, bro, they got the aim maps popping. Like, aim map warm-up is the best kind of warm-up in my opinion, if you're doing it online against individuals. Better than just having to run around maps. I feel like that doesn't really help as much as just going for your raw aim, crosshair placement, fucking on point. You know what I mean? Right, let's jump in and we'll have a look at the scenarios and I'll tell you why they're good for your aim. So when I was saying recoil trainer earlier, what I actually meant was spray transfer. I've somehow got those two mixed up in my head. Silly old me. But you choose it, you choose your map, we're going vertigo, we're gonna see if we can find that same situation. Hit start server. After you lose it and you find the right button to press, you will load up the server. It'll take maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds or so to load it up. But once you do that, hit a join button, it's gonna load you straight in Counter-Strike. Hit join and it'll load you in the game. But if you wanna change your mode at any given point, you come back to the web page, just choose your different mode on the drop down, choose your different map on the drop down. If you wanna use the same mode in a different map, hit load and it'll fix it right up for you. All right, loading into vertigo. I have not warmed up. Do not judge me. Okay, not a bad start. And what happens as well is that it'll always be 3 peeking from the same spots, but just on different times. Cut that one. First time, every time. But look, if EliGE swears by it, then you can't fault me, man. I think I'm going just way too low. There we go. That's the one! We can be EliGE! This is it. So it's A site EliGE 15 of 16. Let's see if it's... Must just be added in, maybe? Famous enough to be added in as a new situation right at the end. I want to go back. I want to do it again. Right, this is what we want to do. First go. Every time. Crazy. Absolutely crazy montage there. I'm sure you all enjoyed it. I'm the real EliGE. Subscribe to MacMate. Anyway, let's have a look at a different scenario. Let's go PREFIRE here. I'll show you why PREFIRE is nice. Let's check out Mirage. You guys love Mirage because you're all puggers. Here we are. Straight into a scenario. Boom. Test your crosshair placement. Fully clear out this place. Little green line tells you roughly where they want you to go as well. And you get punished. I think it's like a second or so before they start pumping you. Cheeky boy. What else we got? Lovely. And that's PREFIRE. That's it, pretty much summed up. And they just stay static. They don't move. Now let's take a look at CROSSFIRE and see what's different. I'm gonna lose elo for this because ooh, and they're sharp. So the higher your elo is per round, the sharper that the bots are too. So they'll just swing. So you kill one, a new one will swing. And part of your job is, unless you're like mad cracked, you just want to do a lot of angle isolation, which is nice. So you see how we both got peeked there? You know they're going to be peeking from sight, and I think there's a CT one that peeks. But what you want to do is like try to only be open to one of the bots at the same time. That's my personal preference for CROSSFIRE. I feel like it's half the point of the game mode, right? I'm sure there's people that upload little guides on how to do it, but sometimes it's best if you just learn yourself. Try to get your crosshair in the right spot for all of the peaks. You learn each scenario, you learn where you can be peeked from, and then over time you just get better. Let's try XFIRE. It's going to be a mix of them both. Let's try a different map. Let's do Ancient. Let's see how Ancient runs. So again, same thing for XFIRE. It's just going to be a mix of CROSSFIRE and PREFIRE, where you're going to have some static bots and then some bots that are going to swing you or just run at you. I was not expecting that. But there you go. So all these spots. Okay. And again, it's like a similar scenario sort of thing. Each one's going to be that little bit different. And they'll just keep peeking you from different angles that you just got to be switched on, ready for, you know? And that's XFIRE summed up. So very good to help you with your crosshair placement when you're pre-aiming angles. You know, that's what PREFIRE's for, right? Is making sure crosshairs in the right spot. Also teaching you how to counterstrafe so you don't go too wide on those angles as well, and get yourself ready for gunfights that you might not be ready for otherwise. And that's why tools like this are very good to teach you things about Counter-Strike, teach you just good mechanics, good understanding, even just good game sense, which is something that you can't get if you're in aimbots just shooting bots over and over. And I said I hadn't tried Waves, so you're seeing it here first. Let's have a look at what Waves is and what it does for us. Not the one. They came up ladder and I wasn't aware. Oh yeah, where are you coming from? Okay. Maybe it's not as easy as I thought. Whee! Where are you spawning? Are they just spawning out of my sight? I'm so... Oh, and it gives you bullets back? That's kind of cool. It's kind of like a weird zombies-esque mode. Does it just change? Whoa, are they spawning behind me? Why are you spawning in spawn? Wait, you motherfucker! Oh, almost. That was pretty fun. It's cool if you just want to be a turret and like... practice your raw aim without any counter-striking. Whew, 106 kills. That's not too bad. See if you can beat it. Let me know in the comments, huh? What about that? And that's pretty much Refrag, at least at the top level. It goes much deeper. There's many more modes that you can try out yourself if you did want to sign up and do it, but I highly recommend Refrag as a tool that you want to add to your aim training routine, and then even just your Counter-Strike routine. It's just something that makes you feel a lot more activated. It mentally stimulates you more so than just shooting bots in an offline server. And maybe one day you too can be like our goat. He's so handsome. What's up, my mates? It is time for a treasure hunt. If you guys want those Refrag codes, they are hidden throughout the video. So you got to go back and get them. They'll be there for a frame, maybe 5 frames, hidden throughout the video. So if you want the Refrag codes enough, go get them. Hey guys, thanks again for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, a like, a sub, a little comment down below would be much appreciated. The view itself, also much appreciated. And you too, just for being you, much appreciated. See you in the next one. Go get them, Tigers.